Hey guys, Oster443 here, back with more of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Last time we got the coconut man. Well, he doesn't look very coconutty. That may be seen as racist in the nut people world. Oh god, I've just created a wave of comments. Oh well, we've got Makar. He's more an acorn than a coconut. Then again, he's more the size of a coconut. Alright, what the King of Red Lions is saying is that, he's basically got the same controls as, Medley. Couldn't remember Medley's name for a second there. And, but he does have a few different abilities. You can't carry him over your head and jump and you'll glide, because he's a little beat man. I'm just jumping around between vegetables and nuts and different edible things. It does look quite a lot less epic because he's kind of wobbling around. Give me a second, I need to move the mic a little bit. Alright. So you want to play the Wind God's aria, and then he'll start playing it, and then like when we got into the what was it? I can't even remember the names of temples. The Earth Temple. Yeah. Apparently vibration by itself can destroy a gigantic boulder. And some magic. Alright. It removes all the epicness when he's just wobbling everywhere. To tell you guys right now, I had such trouble with this. I hadn't watched the video guide recently, and since, well, quite literally tomorrow, I'm staying at a friend's house. I couldn't record then, so I did it tonight. I have had quite the long day. You guys don't want to hear about that. You guys really don't want to hear about that. It's really boring. That's probably the reason why it was so long. Alright, you walk in and you see that spring. Ignore that for now. You want to take control of Makar like you did Medley. And do some aerial acrobatics. Like so. Makar's little helicopter is much more fun than Medley's wings. There's a Stalfos and a Wizrobe, or Wizroby, depending on which game you like better. But there are a few enemies here. There is a Fire Wizrobe, as you might have guessed by now. Okay, you want to equip your iron boots, which I don't do here, because I are smart. Oh. Okay. Wow, my commentary is really lacking today. It's flying through the air. Yeah, you want to fire yourself up into the air, take the leaf. Yeah. Oh, come on. Something I found really annoying about these parts of the games is you have to carry the dungeon companion through the dungeon doors with you. What is that all about? Oh well. Alright, you walk into this room, you hit the switch, and the room gets bigger. But my sense of humor doesn't get better. Isn't that so funny? Alright. Like the boss from Twilight Princess, he hit it on its big glowing ass. apparently I couldn't, because I'm not exactly the smartest, but I actually managed to technically hit it in the eye from behind. It was like that time in the Tower of the Gods. 1 second. When I hit the eye switch, and it, like, right on the money, like right in the white where you're supposed to hit it, and nothing happened. And when I was playing, I was so shocked. I just sat there for a minute. I actually had to edit that part out. This game, it's either my copy of the game is getting really old, because, well, it is. I actually my dad actually pre-ordered it when it came out. So I got to play this when it was actually new and popular. But with all seriousness, it is a good Zelda game. That's why I'm LPing it. Why would you LP a bad Zelda game? Probably the same reason you'd LP Superman 64, but still, it's not. There's no reason to do something like that to yourself and others. The car bomber is like, whoa, that's just way too far out, man. That really didn't make sense and was probably offensive to several people. I am so sorry if it was. My jokes are really terrible at 11 o'clock at night. Why does the tree have to have a face? Alright. So, you want to get Makar to plant all these seeds. I'm still shocked that I said something so completely unfunny and somewhat offensive to some people. If it offends you, I'm sorry. Bitterly sorry. Oh no! The first time I played this, that really freaked me out. I was watching someone else play it, and this was like he had been reading the strategy guide and everything, but I hadn't had the pleasure of reading the strategy guide, so I was like 6 at a friend's house or something, and it freaked me out. It's not as bad as Redeads, though. I still have reoccurring nightmares of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Redeads. I wish I was lying about that, but I do. I have serious issues with the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Redeads. The first time I was playing through the Shadow Temple, I screamed so many times. It's like playing a Silent Hill game with a 5-year-old, but like 10 times worse, because I was a 5-year-old and I had no idea what Silent Hill was. And I was very, let's say, oh god, oh yeah, I left a montage in here. Apparently everyone gets caught up here, but I was a very, let's say, I wasn't a very brave 5-year-old. It took me that long to remember the word brave. I really need help with word retrieval. Alright. How I found a good way to, the best way I think to get rid of floor masters is to target them and repeatedly press A. and make sure you're standing kind of away from them. It works pretty well, actually. And grabbed. Alright. Fooled you, I didn't get grabbed. That sounded weird. Oh dear. This episode is gonna have so many dirty comments. Let's see here. Okay. And up. And up. Now, that chest contains something that I don't know what it contains because I never looked it up. Again, I've got the strategy guide right next to me. I've always got the strategy guide right next to me. But it's even open to the page that it's on. But I'm not going to read it. You might be able to hear me flipping the pages. Alright. So, in this room, magic is the word. If you do not have magic, you do not cross the room. You do not pass go. You do not collect 1,000 rupees, and you do not save Princess Zelda. That's the bottom line. If you don't have magic, if you don't have at least 2 bars filled, then you need to find magic immediately, unless you're right about to finish the room. Because I fell down a couple times and you have to go back to the start so many times. It's not really that hard. I only fell once, and that's because I was trying to do something weird, but I'm still saying it would be really would really help you if you made sure you had a certain amount of magic at all times. Ooh, glowing light. What could it be? It's a piece of paper. Oh well, that's it for this episode. I'm Oster443, signing out. Really, magic. Really important.